Take care. Good afternoon, lacrosse fans. Welcome back inside Queen's Park Arena as we get set for more. XLL All-Stars against the New Westminster Salmonbellies. Jake Elliott and Tino Farah back with you. As Tino, you missed Friday's game. It was another victory for the XLL All-Stars. A lower scoring affair in that one. But the Bellies will look to get themselves onto the winning side of the ledger here in the third and final game of the series. Welcome back to the broadcast.
Thank you very much. Yeah, I heard Friday night's game was a bit of a battle physically. There was some stuff going on, so I'm expecting a little bit more of a battle tonight, hopefully, or this afternoon rather. Hopefully the Bellies, give them a bit of a run for their money, at least on the scoreboard. I'm hoping for a bit of a more even game, much like Wednesday.
Myself included, and beautiful sunny day here in British Columbia. 25, 26 degrees, not a cloud in the sky, but comfortable inside Queen's Park Arena. Usually like the ceiling is sweating at this time of the year, so nice and comfy here inside Queen's Park Arena. Welcome on bcsports.tv as the All-Stars will be in their whites, the Bellies in their reds. Starting goaltenders, Riley Richardson gets his first start here for New Westminster. And the phenom, Christian Del Bianco, back in goal here to start this one. We'll see if G-Money, Gordy Bowden gets a half come the second as we'll play 4 quarters, 15 minutes, modified NLL rules here. Goaltenders allowed to use the wooden goal sticks. Riley Lowe, Craig Baldridge, and Nicky Thomas are your 3-man officials as Don't Call Me Campbell Anderson off on assignment here today. All-Stars will work right to left across your monitor. Blow the whistle. Let's play some Tualatin. We're underway here from Queen's Park Arena. And Ilya Gaich will claim the opening face-off as Kevin Crowley back in the Belly lineup as he did not play on Friday night. He did play on Wednesday, and rather quiet by his standards, I would say. As this man, Mitch Jones, also out of the lineup on Wednesday. He put up 7 points in that opener. And missed Friday's game. Back in there is one Mitch Jones. Connor Robinson did not play on Wednesday. He is back in the lineup, and he's right to the goal with a shot. As that one goes off the goaltender and out of play. Let's get you scratches here. Logan Schuss, nagging injury, none able to go in this series. Jake Doucette, Anthony Malcolm, Cole Catton, Colton Clark, Connor Evers, Mark Yingling, and the goaltender Brody Harris not playing in this one. As add in Evan Pattinson seeing his first action. As Keegan Bell draws back into the XLL lineup as he took Wednesday's game off. Dean Farrell had 4 in that game too. As he tried to flip a pass inside, scratched here for the All-Stars. There's maybe a chance for Goodwin coming. He's got Jones on the trail. Give it back to Goodwin, and he couldn't handle the pass. As it's picked up by Jonah Bean. Scratched here for the All-Stars. Nate Facine, Dane Toby, Brandon Humphrey, Jordan Magnuson, Steve McKinley, Brandon Shea, Braden Bradley, and Sam Andelis, a late scratch here for the XLL All-Stars. All right, housekeeping is out of the way here, and let's focus on some lacrosse as Del Bianco will claim a loose ball in his crease.
I think the intensity is already starting on the last offensive possession over there for the XLL All-Stars. I was watching Keegan Bell come back to the bench, and he was getting a mouthful from somebody on New West, so they're ready to go. Just
watching the two teams warm up as Ray will sling a pass down here to Neufeld. It looked like a very inspired warm-up here for the Salmonbellies, and the XLL All-Stars were feeling it a little bit. They were kind of dancing around to the music, looking loosey-goosey. And we'll see what strategy works better here as Chetner put it off the post. Saved in play here for McNabb. As he got 8 seconds to get it up and over. He'll do the job, find Chetner down the wall. He'll stay out and play a shift of offense here as they'll go righty strong. Connor Robinson just couldn't claim the passes. He was on top of the creases there. Really working the 2-man game early here on the weak side. A couple of pick-and-roll opportunities have not materialized on the business end of it.
Letting the lefties go to work. I like it.
There's Jones with a laser. And the Bellies open the scoring. That's something they have not done in the first 2 games. As Mitch Jones, looking inspired, opens the scoring here. 1-0 on the sidearm from the lefty sniper. Good luck with that thing.
Yeah, Mitch Jones showing why you can't give him time and space. I'm not sure who the defender was there for the XLL All-Stars, but just a little bit late getting over, gave him just a little bit too much room. And Mitch Jones is always going to make you pay when you give him that much room.
Early shots on goal, 4-2 All-Stars. They trail 1-0 as we go back to the small circle And an area of the lacrosse floor here, Tino, what Tyrell Hamer-Jackson has absolutely dominated.
Did he lose one on Friday?
Couple. Jason Jones out with brother Mitch. Jones across to Crowley. He'll feed back near side. A dart low from Mitch. Comes across the crease and a diving shot looked like it was in. Jones pointing to the goal here, and Thomas is going to talk it over. Jones thinks it's a goal. They're going to discuss, and I think he might be right. Let's cue up the replay here. It is a goal. Good call. Nice work from the officials getting the call right as Mitch Jones with 2 straight makes it 2-0.
Wow. Back-to-back goals from Mitch Jones there, doing what he does best. Just once again, when you give him too much time and space, even though that one was a bit of a squeaker, too much time and space for Mitch Jones usually means goal. So back-to-back good ones there for who else but Mitch Jones.
So a good start here for the Bellies, and they have not been able to do that in the first 2 games, finding themselves down 3-1, 4-0. And now they get out to the 2-0 lead here. And they're with the ball once again. Jones slipped on a pick. He's got the kick out, feet inside to McBride. And you can just tell the Bellies are a lot more focused and inspired here coming into this one. Jones one more time trying to get around McNabb. Switch off there for Chester. Jones still with it. Del Bianca a little unsure about it. Ball dragged back into the crease here, and Nole will break away. If you want to be interactive during the broadcast here this afternoon from New Westminster, feel free to get at me at PXV, the number 4 sports. PXV for sports is where you can find me. Ferratino is where you can, that's two words, by the way. Ferratino. Oh, quick shot there from Ray. Just caught the inside of the post and stayed out. And then Mitch McDowell couldn't keep his balance on the right side of the line. Let me know where you're watching from, who you're cheering for. And any questions, comments, concerns, send them our way. Joe McCready, Kevin Crowley, Mitch Jones as they trot out the horses here once again for the Bellies. Crowley down low, backhand pass across the crease, didn't connect, and it'll bounce out near the timeline. Jones will save it, but that's all he can do as Del Bianca will jump out of his crease to play this one. There's no Brody Harris here tonight for New Westminster as Richardson gets the start. Kyle Mooney will back up. High stick on Connor Watson, who, much to my chagrin and disbelief, going undrafted last night in the National Lacrosse League entry draft. I do not know how 14 different teams did not pick him. Crazy. There's a chance for Chetner, and he hit the, what's that? 3 pipes now for the XLL All-Stars, who will go with their first man advantage. Swollen iron behind Richardson here.
Yeah, already. Yeah, I agree with you, though. Last night I was watching some of the broadcast before I had to head off to work and hoping to see him go early. And then as I was at work, scrolling through my phone, through the social media feeds, trying to wait and see if I saw Connor Watson's name came up.
I don't understand.
Clearly they haven't been watching BC Sports TV.
Leading league scorer of the XLL. Ray with a quick shot, not a good one. Ball comes loose here for Neufeld, and new 30 for the All-Stars. Connor Robinson, up top Keegan Bell. He'll come over the top with it, and that looked like it hit something on the way in, and Nick Thomas will say XLL ball. Dean Farrell, Connor Robinson, James Ray, Stephen Neufeld, your 5-man unit, along with Keegan Bell. Skip it, Farrell! A high diagonal feed from Ray over top of the defense.
We've seen that goal so many times in XLL games in previous weeks and months. James Ray with that long reach winds up for a shot from the ready shooter spot. Like, the goalie has to respect, especially him putting up as many points as he has, they have to respect that shot come from him. And Dean Farrell with a yawning cage. It's one of the easier ones he's going to score.
He's had a great series, this Dean Farrell, and you wonder if he will get a look at somebody's training camp as a street free agent in a couple of months from now. I think he deserves a look from somebody, as he has been a consistent scorer and has never really gotten a legitimate look. Here's Jason Jones, who spent some time in the National Lacrosse League early in his career. Kevin Crowley, the Philadelphia wing. Look, shoots. Del Bianco will stop. Loose ball. Jordan McBride first to it. As the Bellies look to add to their 1-goal lead here with Will Malcolm. Across the top, he'll come. McBride got a strong pick from Crowley and another. Takes the feed. Nice little span. Crowley a low drive and a good stop from Del Bianco. As Jones steals away a loose ball, as the Bellies really carrying the bulk of the play here early in this game. Bobby Kidd to open space with 8:25 to go in this opening quarter. And on comes Mitch McDowell with Chetner, Ray, Connor Watson out there, as well as McDowell finds the top corner.
Mitch McDowell doing his best Mitch Jones impression there.
Well done. Yeah, a little smoke on this one here from Mitchie.
Off the inside of the right post, maybe the top of the crossbar on the right side there. It just looked like, once again, just like I said with that first Mitch Jones goal, time and space. Like, not a lot of respect being given there to Mitch McDowell, and he showed maybe why he deserves to have an extra defender, at least come a little closer to him. What a shot.
2 straight from the Bellies to open it up. 2 straight here from the All-Stars to tie it up. And we go back to center here as Hamer Jackson punches the pocket and scoops up the ball. Sporting his Hammer Grip Pro on that stick down there for the face-off specialist. Check it out on Instagram. Still waiting for mine in the mail, Tyrell. Not that I take face-offs, I just won't. Here's Jones, looking high. Del Bianco the save. McCready in traffic will come away with the ball as he's pressured down and then threw it away. Cody Adamson playing his second game. He missed the first one. There's Dean Dobie still unavailable. Here's Dean Farrell right in. And trying to play it in behind the goal for Watson. Gets it back. Ray will restart the offense. Connor Watson darts around one man. Flips it down to Robinson. Pass was high. Ball is loose. And the Bellies had it, but a good forecheck here from Farrell. Actually got a reset, and it does. The All-Stars will slow things down now with maybe a tired defense here out there for New West. As Keegan Bell. Back across it goes to Farrell. He'll load with a long drive, and Richardson no trouble with that one. And I think that's maybe something that has gone understated as a quick turnover. Here's Watson all alone in front, and he can't beat Richardson. He makes a great save. Is that, you got to think here, Tino, the XLL All-Stars have been playing for the better part of 2 months each week. Bellies have just been practicing, and as we both know, there's no substitute for game action and getting yourself in game shape. And I think that was on display in the first game, and it's gotten better in the second, and I think the Bellies have now found their legs here in game number 3.
I was going to say I like their start to this game a lot more than I liked their start on Wednesday night. And I think they're probably going to be happy with that as well, especially with how Friday night's game went, with the lack of scoring.
You're right. Good defense from Chester. Still with it is Jones. Lots of time on the shot clock as he posts up. Little feet inside. Oh! Did Del Bianco stop that? Replay me, please. As
best to, I guess, prematurely fix any problems. You're trying
maintenance,
to,
man, maintenance.
Yeah, exactly. Trying to get ahead of the game. And what better place to go?
There is one. I already told you that. Another good crowd on hand here for a Sunday matinee. So I can't remember the last time I kind of called a matinee game here from Queen's Park Arena. It's been quite some time, I can tell you that. Ray working with Neufeld. Mitch McDowell, who's tied up the game. This is Connor Robinson, who has put more points up as a junior Salmonbelly than any other player in history in this building. Well, in a Junior Bellies uniform, including one Walt Weaver's jersey, who hangs from the rafters here for the junior Salmonbellies. And I bet you number 3 will be up there before it's all said and done. Playing some defense right now is Connor Robinson. There's Will Malcolm, another former junior Belly. Gives off to Kevin Crowley and Jordan McBride, a couple of more junior Bellies as well. Good chop there from Crowley to free up the ball from Jones. New 30 here for the Fish. Jones right down the pipe, bowls his way in and put it over top of the goal as he just truck stick James Ray, whose chin strap has come askew. We got a moving pick call here, and XLL will take it. With the power and speed from Jones there, with authority down the pipe.
Against James Ray, too. That's a big boy.
Yeah. Connor Watson, feed it to Cody Adams. Check it, it's Keegan Bell, excuse me, now McDowell. A little hesitation, and another. Swims around Richardson, got a shot off, it's high. And the Bellies have it in the crease. And I'm not sure who's wearing 67 because they have him scratched on my roster, and it's clearly not Colton Clark. So we'll have to get that confirmation. There's Malcolm over the top with it. Rebound comes to McCready. 10 on the shot clock is Chester. He's always got the little piece of hair coming out the top of his bucket. Oh, there's McBride on a quick stick. All right, there you go. I ask, shall receive Tino Farah. Cam Husband is wearing 67, listed as 28 on my roster.
There we go.
Well done.
And we're
New Westminster Junior Sandboy, by the way.
We just saw another, of course, Mitch McDowell and Jordan McBride, of course. Mitch McDowell to Jordan McBride. We're seeing that combination like we see it with the Warriors.
Mitch Jones,
Jordan McBride. We're seeing that combination like.
That'd be a really bad pass if Mitch McDowell was setting up Jordan McBride.
Yeah, of course. We see that connection all the time with the Warriors and the NLL, and we're seeing it in this game so much already. We've already seen Mitch Jones with his first goal was from McBride. Now we're seeing McBride from Jones. The 1-2 connection that we're always going to see, I think.
Well, now I need to know who's wearing number 28. It's Drew Belgrave, by the way. I answered my own question. Who's listed as 23 on my roster. Billy's giving me a workout here. John-Luc Chedner off the pipe again. Man, it's been snake bitten. Here's Goodwin on the streak. He's going to shoot, and Del Bianco will stop it. And he'll come dancing out of his crease to play that loose ball. Up ahead it comes here to Fitzgerald, who is a little trepidatious about crossing center. As Connor Watson will slow things down and find Neufeld. Hey, you got that stick at lacrosse experts. Here's Dean Farrell, darting low, flip it high, McDowell loads it, and Richardson got a good chunk as it just trickled wide as Farrell runs into a roadblock. Here's a backdoor cut, McDowell, and he tried to dip and dunk it and went over top of the goal. Now the XL All-Stars pressuring here as they trail 3-2. Now McDowell going down, and he's going to take another run at his man. And he's going to get a call for it. Losing his composure a little bit as he took a healthy run at Kobe Noda after getting knocked down by him. You can just see when he got up, he had fire in his eyes, and he's going to hit somebody.
Yeah, that's one of the things about McDowell. I've grown up playing with him, and you know, like he's a pretty relaxed guy, pretty calm, and he plays with composure for the most part. But that's one of those ones when you see him start to lose his composure, you see it early, and it's gone almost immediately. Like you see him as he's walking back to the penalty.
Refocus, reset. Here's Crowley. McBride can't pull the trigger. Crowley will sling it. Jones will let it fly. And Malcolm will claim the loose ball. New 30 here, New West. Here's McBride. Fake it and then score it. Oh, man, what a pump there from Jordan McBride, who just opened up Del Bianco like a Christmas present. And then stuck it low for a power play goal, 4-2 New West.
How about the pass, too, from Kevin Crowley? Wow, that's a beauty all around. The assist was to sell the ball going the other way on his forehand and throw it backhand over his shoulder over to McBride, and then like you said, the pump fake by McBride, and then the late bouncer. The ball was almost in by the time it bounced, and ends up going just under the bar. Jordan McBride having a
quick start.
Yeah, quick start.
And it's a 5-minute major up in the what? Where did that call come from? 2, okay. 5 seems a little harsh in my humble opinion.
Wonder if they're trying to get control of the game early.
Maybe. My goodness. It was literally just, a little push on the back. Like, there was no... Anyways. As long as you're consistent, that's all you can ask for.
Yeah. As a player as well, that's all you can ask.
As long as it's not consistently bad. So. Well, 2-goal lead once again here, and the Bellies will remain on the man advantage, of course, with the major penalty up there for Mitch McDowell.
Game of runs so far. 2 to start for New West, 2 for XLL, and then 2 back-to-back for New West again.
The Bellies do win the ensuing face-up. They'll get set up on the man advantage once again as that opening power play goal only took 19 seconds. Jones looked low and he missed, and that'll be a quick turnover. Just makes me want to cut that piece of hair off Chester coming out of the helmet there. So get down there with the scissors, snip it.
I think you might have a problem with that if you come at him with scissors like that.
Yeah. Like, what are you doing? Now the All-Stars will try and kill some time out. I don't even know if he knows it's coming out of his helmet like that. Maybe he does it on purpose. Watson, 12 on the shot clock. So go to work 1-on-1, now 1-on-2. Now what do we got? Jimmy McBride and Jean-Luc Chetner are going to head to the box here. I didn't even see that away from the play.
Yeah, I was watching, and I think it's still going on down here a little bit. Keegan Bell's getting a rough ride basically every offensive shift, so I was looking down at the bottom of our screen. I didn't see what was going on up top. Scoreboard's looking like a Christmas tree.
It looks like it's ramping up here, but then I look down and everybody's smiling and laughing at each other, so I don't know if it's like friendly or it's like screw you kind of grin on your face sort of thing.
Isn't that arguably the worst thing though, when you're chirping to somebody and they're smiling back at you? That's one of the hardest things to deal with, I would say, as a former player. Well, at least. Conversations with me when it came to chirping didn't last very long, Tino. The flippers were off and it was go time. Like I didn't do a lot of trash talking. It was yeah, okay, and away you go. Sort of. What I would have paid to see that.
Well, and listen, some guys are better at it than others. There's no question. It's a part of the game, and you don't want to get too personal with it. Leave the family and that sort of thing out of it, but some things get said down there. No question about it.
Yep.
Nothing wrong with it. We'll play some 4-on-4 here. Here's James Ray, and he hit the post again. Comes up with a beautiful loose ball, however. What is that? Like 6, 7 posts here for the All-Stars so far in this game.
I was going to say, I thought it was 5, but you might be right. It might be more than that already.
Well, Chetner's got 3. Ray's got 2. And I think somebody else in there as well. Here's Dean Farrell, and he put it over top of the goal and then through the crease. Final minute, quarter 1, as we play 4-on-4. Chetner and McBride both get 2 minutes for a rough. Here's Will Malcolm with space. This is Kevin Crowley to the point. Down to the crease. Malcolm scars. What a look from Crowley. Down to Malcolm. That'll go down as a power play goal there. 2 off the major. McDowell, I think, will have to serve his full 5 minutes, however, as we'll go back to even manpower.
Yeah, I don't know how Will Malcolm gets that open. We mentioned before on at least the Wednesday night game how slippery of a player he is. I don't know how you let him go through the middle like that and don't have someone follow him through. I think that's a big mishap on the XLL All-Stars part.
Well, they don't give the XLL manpower back because I guess that one coming at even strength as the Bellies have a second player in the box with no penalty time up on the board. And I'm not sure what that was for. Well, my apologies, a little lost on the penalty situation across the way as we're into the final 30 seconds. Jason Jones trying to get around Bobby Kidd. Del Bianco forced to make a stop. Now do the Bellies want timeout here? Richardson gonna get on his horse to the Belly bench. It's McBride coming on late. And I mean with 7 seconds to go here, Jordan McBride, Kevin Crowley, Mitch Jones passes away from him. And that'll do it for quarter number 1. Bellies come firing out of the gates here in the opening 15 minutes. They lead the All-Stars of the XLL by a score of 5-2. Quick break, and we'll come back with second quarter action here on BCSports.tv. You're watching the XLL All-Stars in the new Westminster Salmonbellies from Queen's Park Arena on BCSports.tv. We're back in 2. All right, lacrosse fans, welcome back inside historic Queen's Park Arena as we get set for second quarter action between the New Westminster Salmonbellies and the XLL All-Stars. Jake Elliott, Tino Farrow with you. 5-2 New Westminster after 15. As you knew they were going to come with their best effort here in this third and final game, and that's exactly what they did in that opening quarter. Blow the whistle, let's play some lacrosse. We're underway here as Phillips on top of a face-off. And he wins it. Get excited, Tino Farrow.
He wins the clamp, too, not even just the loose ball. Whoa.
Here's Dean Farrow looking. And good stop on the short side from Richardson. And the Bellies get the opening stop on defense. And Ilya Gaich says, all right, we got a power play here, boys. Slow her down. As they bring out that strong five-man unit once again, Malcolm, McCready, McBride, Crowley, and McBride's got another. And everybody released from the penalty box here as the Bellies go out in front by 4. That might be like this. Never mind the 4-goal lead here, but like I think this is the first time the Bellies have led all series.
Yeah, they're going on quite the run themselves. If I'm the XLL All-Stars, though, I mean, like you look at the scoring from the first quarter and now the start of the second one as well. Jordan McBride, 4 points. Mitch Jones, 4 points. Kevin Crowley, 3 points. And then Will Malcolm's got the one goal on his own. If I'm the defenders there for the XLL All-Stars, I think I know who I'm paying a little extra attention to.
Jostling before the face-off. No way. We'll bat it back towards Delbianco, who gives Jones a good one across the wrist with the plastic stick. No worse for the wear. Jason Jones, Mitch Jones. Fake it. Fake it again. Spin away. Find McBride. Skip it. Down to the crease, and Jones popped it wide as he just tried to float one in. Here's Nole. He's got great speed. So he'll run away from pressure and find Connor Watson. He finds Connor Robinson. He finds Connor Farrell. No, it's Dean Farrell. Here's James Ray. Plays it high for Jean-Luc Chetner. Sizing up an opportunity and then sails a pass into the corner. Not much happening offensively here for the All-Stars early in the second. Good to see Ilya Gaich playing lacrosse again. Was one of my favorite players to watch play the game in his prime. The guy could do it all.
And he's mean.
Oh, man.
Very mean.
Offense, defense, kill penalties, rag the ball, power play, face-offs, fight. He did it all. And with some flair as well.
Probably a coach's favorite player if he's on their roster.
Oh, all those Gaich brothers, I mean, just uber competitive and talented. Like you said, mean. Not Alex so much, but the rest of them. That pass handcuffing Neufeld. Watson will track it down in the corner, feeds in front, and Keegan, another post here for the All-Stars. As Richardson has played well, but he's also had some luck on his side in this game so far.
What are we at, 7, 8?
At least 7. But I'll say this about posts in lacrosse. Like in hockey, I think a post should be a goal. In lacrosse, I consider a post a save.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? There's way more posts in lacrosse than you'll see in a hockey game, right?
Yeah.
I feel like if you hit the post in hockey, it should probably be a goal. In lacrosse, I think the goalies almost play it like a save.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I agree with you.
And another giveaway here is Watson not ready for the pass from Kidd, and back the other way we go with Ilya Gaich. He's got Mitch Jones on the wrong side, and now what do we got? That's a penalty. Nick Jones, or Thomas. Nick Jones. The old Beer Hunters teammate. Nick Thomas just realizing that too many men is a penalty here in this series, and we're not playing Canadian rules. And I like there's another rule, Tino, that needs to be, again, let's just all go within a little rules, please. But like this rule of only giving the too many men, or a penalty to too many men when you come out of the defensive game instead, it just encourages cheating off the bench.
Yeah.
Which I like to see the flow back and forth, and I want officials to kind of loosen up that and let the guys figure it out. But to only penalize it out of one gate does not make any sense whatsoever.
Yeah, I would say for the most part, like I would rather see the game flow, but like unless it's egregious. But yeah, that's
too
another
many
one.
men's too many men.
Yeah.
Farrell's got another. 16 seconds is all it took on the man advantage there for Dean Farrell to get his second of the game, and the XL All-Stars back within 3.
I think that's a big one for the All-Stars. New West was going on a bit of a run. They had 4 straight there. And I was going to say before the power play started, this is a big moment for them for the All-Stars to try to not let this game get out of hand too much. And that classic goal that we've seen so many times, the only difference this time is it's Bell giving the pass down to Farrell rather than Ray. But once again, a yawning cage for Dean Farrell.
Cameron Jackson with a win. Can he get out of dodge with it? He's pinned up along the belly bench, and Chester will steal it away. And he gets wrestled to the ground. In comes Bobby Kidd, and he put it wide as he took a high stick for his efforts. And won't get a call there as the ball goes out of play. Now, what do we got here? It'll be belly about 2 balls on the surface here. So 3-goal lead, 4 minutes gone, second quarter. McNabb goes down. He gets back up. Here's the shot. McCready scores. And Jones just took a greasy one in the back. He gets up a little gingerly. You don't see it there. I don't know if we can run that back one more time or not.
Yeah,
a lot of stuff happening away from the ball in this one, Tino.
Yeah. I'm not sure who that was that laid the hit. I think that was a hard pick on the hip. It's one, I don't know.
I think it was McNabb.
McNabb, yeah. I think
maybe a little retribution, as we saw a bit of a nasty video surface from the second game that looked like a rather dangerous butt end from Jason Jones on Mitch Nolay. He did get 5 minutes for it. And I'm still not sure how Nolay got 2 minutes for getting jabbed in the chin with a butt end. But I digress. There's Crowley, Suber. Del Bianco, no trouble with that one as he looks to outlet to the XLL bench. He's got McDowell coming. He's got Nick Scott on the trail, and he hit the post. Looking for a second of the series for the big defender. And these posts are just crazy here for Richardson.
They're going to have a few new dents in them by the end of this game, I think.
Oh, God. All down low, too. Watson gets a clear-out pick from Ray, and then he lost the handle on the fake. Noda first to it, and he'll come up with it. Good outlet to Goodwin. Comes right in on Robinson. Crowley back out there, 10 to go here, second quarter. A little double team. It's McBride open, and that went off the glove hand of Del Bianco. Ball loose. Who wants it? McBride's got it. Tried to flip it to Crowley. He's chopped free. And I don't... Man, this just drives me nuts with Fitzgerald. Like, he couldn't just keep running, Brandon.
That's the coach in you coming out.
It's like he gets to center, and it's like a deer in headlights. Like, he does not want to go across the center line with the ball. And he's got to get rid of that in his game, and fast. Be confident. Like this man, Ilya Gaich, powering across the center line. Finds an open man, and then go make the change if you want to get off. Here's Jones. Inside, Chance scores. McBride again. He's on fire here in the first half. Jones, Crowley, McBride doing damage here in game 3.
And not only that, we have New West is on a 6-1 run now, going back to the halfway point. Going back to their 3-2 goal from, of course, who else? Jordan McBride. I don't know if New West is just trying to stop the run of at least games that the All-Stars were on or what it is, but they've come out with way more energy in these first and second quarters so far than the All-Stars have.
All-Stars come up with the ball, down 5 here. As Ray posts up, little spin, double team. Watson, move it one more. He's got Robinson. And where is it? Farrell scores. Plucked it out of the crease. Richardson didn't know where it was.
Dean Farrell, have yourself a day again. From what I understand, he had himself a pretty good game on Friday night as well. And, I mean, man, he's just keeping the momentum rolling in this one. I would say he's probably been their driving force on offense this afternoon. Without Dean Farrell, it's a much different game, I think.
He's been good. And you know what else is good, Tino? Greens and Beans Deli on Columbia. They've been serving up the freshest and fastest soups and sandwiches, along with salads, in New Westminster for more than 20. It used to be like 8th or 6th back in my playing days here in New West. Mother Leona would drop off like a big tray of sandwiches post-game. It was glorious, Tino. But now you got to go down there on Columbia Street, 143, close to the hospital. Open 7:30 or 7 to 2:30 on weekdays. Greens and Beans, Matty Green, former Salmonbelly. And soup and sandwiches are the best in town. 4-goal game once again. 8 minutes to go first half. This is Kevin Crowley working on Chester. Kick it to McBride, and Delbianco stopped that one. And a wraparound opportunity. Nothing doing. As here's Chester on the outlet. See if the XL All-Stars can generate a little momentum here. Good pick from Neufeld for Bell. He's wearing the captain here tonight. Richardson watching him on the pop out as Chetner. Got a pick from Farrell. Here's Jean-Luc inside, shoots. And that, I think, hit the shaft of Richardson. Here's James Ray with a Lucy. New 30 for the All-Stars. Back door. Farrell on the quick stick, couldn't tuck it home. And the Bellies away with it. With Jonah Bean, who will try out for the Vancouver Warriors come late October, early November. This is Malcolm, who's now a member of Panther City. There's Jason Jones. Takes a whack there from Nole. It's Crowley. Bouncer scores. What a shot from the big cat. He just served a little subber and skips it off the concrete just inside the post.
Yeah, you told me before the game that you thought Crowley was going to have himself a game, and using Austin Nix as a bit of a screen there, just shoots far side low on Delbianco.
And we'll get our TV timeout here in this second quarter. And lacrosse classified, Tino, we talk about it every broadcast here, and rightly so. Your go-to source for all things NLL and box lacrosse every Tuesday via the Lacrosse Flash Podcast Network. Tuesdays, noon Pacific, every week, Lacrosse Classified comes your way. Subscribe, review, follow along. And one Hall of Famer left to cross off the list. We'll have him this week is Jamie Dowick, owner of the Toronto Rock, back in the co-host chair, as we'll have the man they call Willie, Sean Williams, number 51. NLL Hall of Famer joins us on Lax Class this week. Join us, won't you? Quick sticks, big focus, Stampede Stallion of the week. Tino, I know you listen every week. It's going to be a gooder. Tune in.
I'm behind. I got to catch up on the Casey Powell episode.
Okay.
That's the last one that I got to listen to be caught up. Big one this week.
Yeah, and then I got to figure out like what we're going to do until the season starts because no more Hall of Famers to talk to. Well, I mean there is, but
don't worry, I'll book myself on the show.
Okay. might have to have you on there one day too. As soon as you start not wearing your hat,
yeah, there it is.
So back to a 5-goal lead here for the Bellies, 9-5 now. As Jones leans in on Scott. You can just see the ball movement from the Bellies as Jones pads the stats here. And I can't believe I'm saying this, Tino, but it might be time for a goaltending change here.
Yeah, I
just
don't.
to stem the tide.
I don't disagree with you at all. I don't know. Maybe it's the afternoon starts. Those are tough ones for a lot of players playing in the heat as well. I don't know. Not really a whole lot of great excuses. I just think New West has come out with a lot of energy.
Yeah,
they're trying
way more inspired, way more focused, and they did not expect to lose one, never mind 2 games against this XLL All-Star team. And they didn't want to get 3 banged on their home floor here in front of their crowd. And they're off to a great start here in the first half. Loose ball here. Who wants it? Gordy Phillips has it. He's got a man high. And Bobby Kidd sends it low and into the back of the goal.
That's another one. I mean, I feel like I've said this a few times for a few of the All-Star goals, but I mean, that is a big one, but now they need to answer with something else after. They can't can't respond to one and then say they've done.
Yeah,
exactly. Yeah. Especially when you're down by 5 already, 6 minutes to go until halftime. They got to stop this run a little bit here.
6 minutes to go. Shots on goal now 25-20 Bellies, who have hit double digits here in this first half. 15-13 in game 1 for the All-Stars, 11-7 in game number 2. And that's 10-5 Bellies right now. Nick Jensen hammering away. Then he got the stick up on Jason Jones. That's going to draw a call. As he sees his first action of the series. Now McCready. Blow the whistle as Riley Lowe. Not sure what he's waiting for as Del Bianco clearly made the stop. And Jensen off to the penalty box here. I purposely starved myself before today's game. Rumors swirling about that barbecue happening after this one at Queen's Park Arena.
Oh, it's after. Oh, I thought it was before. Okay.
I hope so, because that. Well, maybe not, because then I can maybe go to El Santo. Bellies, who have capitalized on a number of power plays so far in this one, go to work once again on the 5-on-4. Crowley from the angle, in behind McCready, looking to dunk. And he's stopped by Del Bianco. Bobby Kidd will take it inside the line. He'll hit Connor Robinson, cutting through. And he'll take it in behind the goal. Man, you think that 7-8 posts that the All-Stars have here, we could easily have a tie game. Even if they just had half of the posts that they've hit. Watson, bad angle, drops it at the feet of Richardson, who makes the stop. And Cam Husband back up and in quickly as we're under 5 to go in this opening half. Here's Malcolm from the point. Crowley loads it, can't shoot it, good close out there from Nole. Malcolm, kick stop, rebound. Oh, now McBride hit the post. New 30 here for New West. Still 38 seconds to work with on the power play as Crowley looked 5-hole. Del Bianco's got that. He'll lob here, and he's got a man in Chetner off the bench. Here's Jean-Luc Chetner, scores! Didn't hit the post that time. Well, he almost did with his body, but the ball hit the back of the net. That's a shorty for the All-Stars.
That's the first time they've scored back-to-back goals since Mitch McDowell's 2-2 goal in the first quarter. So that is definitely a big one, especially short-handed here. Now the next step for them, I think, is to kill the last 26 seconds of this and try to carry this momentum in their favor. 4 minutes to go here until halftime. I think this is going to be a big 4 minutes for them, to say the least.
Crucial. Hammer Jackson, a clean win to Ilya Gaich. Crowley from the point. Here's Jordan McBride down to the crease. Joel McCready scores. Well, there you go, Tino.
Yep, there's the answer. I think we're sort of seeing, not that the All-Stars are an immature team, but they are a lot younger, to say the least, I would say, compared to New West. And we're sort of seeing the maturity in this Game 3 of New West, some of these older players that have seen a lot of...
Well, listen, these guys have played together with each other for a long time. They've had McDade as a coach for the last 3-4 years now as well. And you throw all these All-Stars together, no practice time, no real set plays or coaching. And like I said, the fact that they've won 2 out of the 3 here alone is something to be proud of.
Yeah, I mean, I want to go to that point of like the lack of, or like no coaching really. I was watching down at the intermission there after the first quarter. You're seeing like guys like James Ray and Connor Robinson. They're kind of directing the offense and trying to fill holes going into the next quarter in their like 2-minute huddle there at the bench. So yeah, I definitely think that's playing a factor. I mean, you said it best. The New Westminster Salmonbellies have been playing together for as long as they have been. They've got their set plays, they've got their power play. They haven't had the game experience in recent days, but I mean, obviously they've been working on these things in all of their practice time leading up to the series.
Face-off win for the All-Stars. Can they hang on to the ball now in front of the Belly bench? As McNabb trying to get out of dodge with it, but he'll get a interference call here late. And here's Gordy Phillips open. Fakes it. Oh, what a stop from Richardson. Big time stop there for the Bellies goaltender. Point blank on Gord Phillips. James Ray to the top of the crease. And he scores. Oh, highlight reel goal from James Ray. I think did he pull that back to the short side?
Yeah, let's take a look here.
Oh, he did.
Wow.
That's tough to do.
Especially as a bigger guy like that.
An underhand as well.
Yeah,
that is really difficult to do.
And you know, James Ray's been one of the guys that's been sort of handcuffed by these posts as well. That's his. He's had assists so far through the game, but that's his first goal of the game. So that's a big one for him to try to get rolling here going into the next half.
He had a big game too, did James Ray, I think with 3 or 4 in that one. Another win for the Hammer. And takes a bit of a dive on Bobby Kidd trying to draw a call. As the Bellies get possession off the faceoff. McCready, who's had his best game so far. I think Gordy Phillips just caught that shot right there. Here's Robinson. Fake it down to McDowell. Can't drive it. Circles back high. Ray. Load it. Tuck it. Flip it here to Keegan Bell. Keegan Bell on the drive. And a low stop for Richardson. And here comes Malcolm in transition. Look out. Will Malcolm right down the pipe. And he's stared down there by Del Bianco with 2 to go here in the half. Cody Adamson. On the trail, it's Watson. Look across, and Farrell scores again.
If I'm not mistaken, that's Dean Farrell's 4th goal of the game.
I think it might be it.
And at least 3 of the 4 of them, at least, have been these quick sticks right on the right side of the crease.
Somebody get this kid a look at the National Lacrosse League level. He's lighting it up.
Wow. Quick hands, Dean Farrell.
I think that's like his 10th goal in 3 games. And still a half to go.
They're climbing back, slowly but surely.
3-goal game here. Oh, Bobby Kidd just missed a loose ball. Here's Phillips in front of the net. Didn't get the pass. Jensen decides to hang on to it. Shots now 30-26, Bellies. Here's James Ray. He'll shoot, scores! And he lets Geich hear about it after he let it go. 2-goal game. Got high release from James. I don't know if there's anyone else in the game that can shoot it like that.
No, I mean, we've mentioned it, or you've mentioned it to me so many times.
It's like a Russ Hurd-esque or something.
Just shooting down with his height.
Yeah.
And, like, he got that last goal before the Farrell one.
There's other tall guys in the league and stuff. Like, I just don't see anyone else doing what he does.
Yeah, I think that 7th goal of the game, the 11-7 goal that he scored, that's
There's
a big one.
Oh, another chance there for Jensen, and the pass was just behind him. All-Stars have it, though. And a chance to cut it to 1 here late in this first half. Here's Connor Watson with room. And Richardson stopped him. Neufeld the loose ball. And a new 30. Shetner now spinning. Shetner, got stood up by Goodwin. Hangs on to the ball. Here's Watson again. And he scores. Shootout time at Queen's Park Arena. 21 goals in this first half. My word.
What a, last 2 minutes here for the All-Stars? Quietly on a 4-0 run right now to be able to climb back and get back within 1 with under a minute here to go in the second quarter. We said they needed to respond after they got that shorthanded goal, and they've certainly done that.
We'll get a quick hammer. Jackson tried to face off a little early there, and the All-Stars have it. Do they want 2 for 1 here? Ray's going to shoot it quickly. And now a shovel ahead here for Jones, who took his eye off it. Foot race for it now with no leg. And Jones will win it. And what do we got? About a 9-second differential here. Geich saved Del Bianco. Loose ball up for grabs. I think the All-Stars wanted timeout, and Del Bianco threw it away. XLL was trying to call timeout.
And now New West gets it instead. Let's see what they draw up here to see if they can stop this 4-0 run. It's actually a 6-1 run if you take it back to the 10-5 goal that the All-Stars scored.
Yeah.
So big second half to this second quarter for the All-Stars.
The last possession wins kind of game here.
Now I wonder if you look at the score now and you account for the post that they've hit, this could be one that, like, this game's out of hand if this is the score and you're also accounting for the post for
even half the post.
Yeah.
But you can only play it as you see it here, and Bellies with the 1-goal lead, and they'll have final possession here of this opening half. And now a coaching decision to be made here. I thought maybe when the scoreline got out of hand a little bit, make the goaltending change, get Gordie Bowden some action. Maybe it was going to be the Bellies' day. But now with this comeback here late in this first half, right? Do you keep Del Bianco in for the second half now?
Yeah, I think you do. I think no disrespect at all to Gordie Bowden, but I think if this is the stage, I think Del Bianco's your best bet.
Here we go. Final 10 seconds. Here's Jones. 2 seconds to go, and the XL All-Stars will come up with the stop. 30 down, 30 to go here from Queen's Park Arena. And we got a good one cooking in game number 3. Shots on goal, 31-30 Bellies. They lead it by 1 over the XLL All-Stars by a score of 11-10. That's the final score line right there. We're only at halftime. Join us back here on bcsports.tv in 15 minutes time for second half action.
Fellas, welcome back to Camp Hammer. Tyrell, good to see you again. Looking to get out there, work hard, have fun, always trying to improve and lead to more wins. All right, let's go.
Are you ready? Are you ready? Let's get it on.
Hey, try this out. Get a grip.
What? All right, lacrosse fans, we're back. We're live inside Queen's Park Arena as we're at the half and just about set for third quarter action. Jake Elliott, Tino Farrow with you. With 30 minutes down and 30 minutes to go as the two teams make their way back onto the concrete here with no wood laid down at Queen's Park this summer. Tino, 31-30, your shots on goal, 11-10, your score as the Bellies lead it by 1. We're in control most of that first half, but a late surge by the All-Stars have them within 1. Give me the leading scorers for each team, please.
Yeah, so New West, like you said, started off hot. They got Mitch Jones and Kevin Crowley, no surprise there. Jones with 7 points, 3 of them goals, 4 of them apples. Kevin Crowley with 6 points of his own, like I said, 1 goal, 5 assists for him, but Jordan McBride is certainly not something to scoff at. He's got 4 points himself, 3 of those being goals earlier in the game. For the All-Stars, Dean Farrell, of course, with 4 points, all 4 of them being goals, 3 of them being from that quick stick on the crease.
Shoot first, guy.
Yeah, no kidding. John-Luke Chetner with 3 points, 1 goal, 2 apples for him. And then James Ray seemed to wake up in the second half of the second quarter there with 3 points of his own as well. 2 of those goals, 1 of those being assists.
Well, looks like it'll be Del Bianco that will stay in, unless Gordie Bowden's a psychopath, because he's not wearing any uppers or a helmet. So I wouldn't expect him to step into the pipes there. But Del Bianco will start the second half, and it looks like it's going to be Kyle Mooney that gets the start here in the second half for the Bellies as he came out at halftime and got some warm-up shots in. So the youngster Mooney will play here in the second half in this 1-goal game. As the Bellies have led a couple of times, the lead has been up to 5 a couple of times in this game, 4 a bunch as well. But it's at 1 right now as we get set for this third quarter. Thanks for joining us on bcsports.tv. This opening faceoff of half number 2 brought to you by our good friends at Extreme Threads. ExtremeThreads.ca, digitizing, screen printing, design, sublimated team uniforms, company apparel, embroidery, all of it. We got lacrosse balls, equipment, all sorts of stuff down there. Check out the website at extremethreads.ca. Customize your team. Teams are at center and set to go for the second half face-up. Blow the whistle. Let's play some De Waldo. As we're underway here in half number 2, Bobby Kidd will claim a loose ball and finds an open Nick Jensen, who's open down the middle, down to the crease. Here's Phillips, step around, fake it, backhand shot, shoots and scores. We're tied on an absolute gem from Gordie Phillips, my word.
Yeah,
that's the second time I've said my word this game, Tina.
Let's see that replay, please. Oh, looks like we're just going to miss it. That was, wow. I was almost going to.
Fake the overhand, pumps it over the shoulder, right past Mooney, who has yet to feel the rubber ball hit him yet.
Wow.
And we're back to square one, 20 seconds in to this second half. Here's Crowley with a bouncer. Del Bianco will stop it, and I dare say Del's probably not at his best in that opening 30 minutes. And he usually does not play 2 bad halves in a row. So I would look for the Phenom to be on top of things here for the second half. We shall see. Here's James Ray with the rim. Can't shoot it. Gets through a double. And he's going to draw a call here. As the arm up for Nick Thomas. Here's Connor Watson. Shoots, hit the post. This will stay in play. This is a live ball here. Oh, now the XLL All-Stars are going to get called for too many men. As Del Bianco played the ball at the XLL bench thinking it was going to be a back over. And they just took him off the man advantage here.
Maybe a bit of a...
I think it's the right call.
Mental mistake.
Oh, definitely a mental mistake.
Excluding that last call there for the All-Stars, that's probably as good of a start as they could ask for. When you see the fresh goalie and Mooney go into net, I feel like that's got to be the play to get shots on him right away, and they did exactly that.
So penalty to New West, penalty to the All-Stars. It'll be belly ball here as the second penalty going to XLL. And I get why Del Bianco, he was just trying to stop the ball and get the whistle, but they already had 6 players on the floor. Can't do that. Here's Jordan McBride, who had a great first half. He's got some room. Double team down to the crease from Malcolm, and Delps reaches that stick out and claims that one as he finds McNabb through the middle. We'll bounce it across to Mitch Nolay. Connor Robinson. Lots of room out there now, 4-on-4. Chetner the post, sets another screen, gets it to Ray, give it right back. Down low, Chetner. 3 lefties, 1 righty out here. Isolation time for James Ray as he finds Robinson. And for the first time in Game 3, the All-Stars of the XLL push in front by 1. Good luck from Ray. Good finish from Robinson.
I was just thinking before in my head that, we're seeing, at the time, 11 goals for the All-Stars, and C-Rob hasn't really been part of much. He only has 2 points, now 3 points going into the second half, but just wait for him to get hot. It could be a whole different story if he gets rolling here too.
Oh, Jackson ran into a roadblock and Jalen Chester dislodged the ball. You can just feel the momentum has swung the side of the team in white now. And here they come again. And I'm not sure Mooney's made a stop yet. Farrell, Chetner inside for Ray on the post up. Keegan Bell couldn't come out with it. Ilya Gaich has it. He's got Goodwin with him. Ilya Gaich right up the middle, and that shot deflecting. And Nolay's got the Lucy. Now Chetner wants to push. He's got numbers. Jean-Luc Chetner. James Ray scores. Wow. Out of the gates come the All-Stars here. As GM Ray Porcelato goes for a walk down the tunnel after this start for his Bellies in this second half. Displeased.
Yeah,
I'm sure.
I understand. Obviously, they want to see what they have in Kyle Mooney, but so I wouldn't even necessarily say it's the move to take him out, but he needs to make a save for him. He's got to.
Well, I mean, not that Richard. I don't even feel like Richardson played that poorly, but he gave up 10 in the half.
Yep.
But I don't think Mooney's felt the ball hit him yet. 3 goals and a post. Here's Robinson as they're back on offense again. He'll shoot, and he didn't miss by much. Actually, they'll say that did hit the goaltender. Jones can't believe the call, and I'm not sure I can either. Mitch McDowell with room. He'll load one up, and Mooney will stop it. And the Bellies will get the ball, finally. Get across the line as McCready just plays the ball on the right side of things. Here he is. Will Malcolm. Darting back and forth. Now got some room, and Delbianco drops down, makes a stop. Quick outlet here to Nolay. Got to play it off the bounce now as he couldn't catch it cleanly. Darts away from him, and Mitch Nolay goes airborne and scores. How about it from Mitchell Nolay? As he just put the Olay, the Nolay Ole on Jimmy McBride. Just making that up as I go.
That's a seasoned veteran move by you, I think. Mooney's taking a walk to the bench. I don't really blame him.
Rocky start here for Cal Mooney.
Yeah. Oh, he's out of the game.
Everybody's ready to face off, and the Bellies are making a goaltending change. Because again, I don't know. Tough one. Not sure if it matters if Richardson or Mooney's in there at this point. But we'll see. As just like that, 4 straight here from the XL All-Stars in under 4 minutes of play, have them out in front by 3. And they win another face-up. Cross-check to the back there by Jones on Kidd, who's down and hurt. And I think a little retribution there on Hamer Jackson as Bobby Kidd up. He'll get off under his own power. Tough kid. And back underway we go. Connor Robinson leans in, shoots, and a stop there for Richardson. He's back in the game here. Now Keegan Bell. Dean Farrell darts away from a man. Down to the crease for Ray. He fanned on that catch. But he gets the ball right back nicely to Ray. I don't know what that called. Oh, his chin strap's undone. Here comes Belgrave on the dash. Playing with the chin strap undone will give possession here to the Bellies. Now what do we got? Quick turnover there. What'd you see, Tino?
Back over. Another little mental mistake there by the Salmonbellies.
Here comes Chester, gets a pick. And tried to hit Watson on an ambitious pass. Connor does well. Then takes a chop from the goaltender, Richardson. This will be 2 minutes on the Bellies goaltender, and power play time is, again, the talking starts between the two benches.
I got a sneaky stat line here for you, Jake.
Give it to me, Tino.
Going back to the second quarter, the All-Stars are currently on an 8-0 run, which is a little bit hard to believe going back to that quarter. And in 3 of the 4 goals, Jean-Luc Chetner has played a part and got an assist. And
that's why I keep you around right there, Tino Farrell, with stuff like that. Well done. By the way, if you want to be interactive, let's put it up there one more time. Ferratino on Twitter for Tino, Ferratino, and myself at PXB, the number 4 Sports. Here's Bell with a sidearm bouncer, and Richardson handles that one. Farrell, a nice job for the loose ball. Robinson will keep it on the right side of things, and a new 30 here for the All-Stars. Oh, James Ray. I'm not sure if that hit crossbar or what. Ray's got it behind the cooker. He'll shovel off for Farrell and get reset as he takes a couple of cross checks for his hard work. Now Bell lets it fly again. And we got another penalty call coming here to New Westminster. It's Jimmy McBride back to the penalty box.
I'm watching Dean Farrell in the corner there, and you're seeing a huge adjustment, obviously, for New West here on the penalty kill. They're not giving Dean Farrell any space whatsoever. It's between Gaich and Jimmy McBride there. They got their head on him basically the entire time.
So we'll keep Nick Scott high and just go 4-on-3 down low. Here's Bell again, and then that one rockets off the crossbar. Slashing the call on McBride, so a lengthy 2-man advantage here. And you would think another goal, power play goal or 2 here for the All-Stars, and they might be on their way. Robinson stopped by Richardson, and Farrell's got 5. Oh, let me repeat it. Dean Farrell with his 5th of the game. Free agent NLL GMs, just saying.
And we're not just talking 5 points. Those are 5 goals.
Genos.
All from the same spot. A 9-0 run now.
Wow. I did not see this coming. After that start from New Westminster, I thought, okay, here's the Bellies. They've come to play. Got out to the 5-goal lead, and I thought, okay, they're going to get it here this afternoon, but give these All-Stars all sorts of credit. They have not stopped playing and have battled all the way back and then some as Bell tries to let another fly. Here's James Ray, skip it. Farrell's got 6! And I think a delay of game coming here for Unsportsmanlike for Gaich throwing a stick in the air. Just utter frustration on the side of the Bellies right now.
Mitch Jones not too happy.
You can't throw your stick in the air.
No,
you can't. I get why Gaich did it, but you can't do it.
I think that's Gaich just saying, like, what else am I supposed to do? I mean, you watch the goal. Again, it's from the same spot. And Gaich has his stick in there. Like
6 for Farrell.
That's played pretty well defensively. It's not like Dean Farrell had time and space or anything. That was just maybe a split second with his hands pretty well tied up. That's
This has been impressive.
Dean Farrell, have yourself a day.
Have yourself a series. Ray looking short side. Richardson's got that. Clearly just tried to place that one, did Ray. Connor Robinson, skip it. Ray won't pull the trigger. Connor Watson, Connor Robinson. Look at him whip it around here. Here's Keegan Bell. Low stop. Here's Connor Robinson. Another low stop. And then a push on the back. No, they're going to say belly ball. This half started with the Bellies leading 11-10. It is now 16-11 All-Stars. They're up 10-5 at one point. So let me say that one more time. At one point in this game, New Westminster led it 10-5. It is now 16-11.
And the run is up to 10 currently. 10-0 run right now for the All-Stars.
And still on the man advantage. Shetner out at the shooter now. Ray, a rising subber, hit the post again. Undeterred, here they come once again as they set up on the 5-on-4. Watson, Bell, you know he wants one. He's looking for a shot. Farrell looking for 7, just missed. Watson to the crease, flips it off. What do we got? 8 on the shot clock. Bell hit a body, gets another chance, and Richardson down. It's in the goal. Just overpowered the goaltender with that one. And it's 17-11. Friends, the BCLA is proud sponsors of the Extreme Lacrosse League and the growth of lacrosse in British Columbia, and that's what we're doing at the XLL, growing the game. BCLA field lacrosse registration is now open province-wide. For more information on your local leagues, they can be found at the BCLA website. Youth leagues, men's league, senior, junior, girls, women's. It's all there. You just got to go to bcla.com. Look at the shot totals now, Tina Farah. At the start of the half here, it was a one-shot lead for New West. 31-30, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, that's what I thought too.
So 16-4 shots out of the gate here to start the third quarter.
Oh, math guy.
Not bad, right?
Whoa.
Didn't even take my shoes off.
Yeah, I think if New West is going to get back in control here, I think it's going to start here with the faceoff. Hammer Jackson is still, the ringer in terms of the faceoff circle. And then if they can just get things rolling from there, get back to their offense, I think they're probably going to want to obviously get it back in the hands of Mitch Jones, Kevin Crowley, Jordan McBride, so on and so on.
And a lot of people like saying, well, they're all-stars. They should – listen, yeah, they had Dane Dobie for a game, and they got Del Bianco in goal. But, they got the likes, and not disrespecting these guys, like Senior B, a few Senior C, some Senior A sprinkled in there as well. And some young guys that haven't even played a game of senior lacrosse yet. So this is not like a loaded NLL All-Star team here. It's a mix of a bunch of different guys. But I really think the fact that they have been playing games for the last 2 months is starting to prevail once again.
Yeah.
Long way to go. As Mitch, especially when you got this guy on your team, along with McBride and Crowley over there. Jones cutting through, and off the shoulder of Del Bianco. Out of play, new 30 here, New West.
You know what? You talk about the young guys, too. They're some of the key contributors.
Like Connor Watson, Jalen Chaster, Bobby Kidd, Mitch Nolay, Austin Nix. These are not exactly household names in the sport of lacrosse yet. But they might very well be in the near future. Making a name for themselves here in this 3-game showcase. Here's Mitch McDowell, who's probably on the cusp of getting a look himself, as Watson took a high one. And Del Bianco will just launch and play a little pass here with Richardson.
That went off the back of Snoof's head. Steven Neufeld.
It does not feel good. On comes Will Malcolm. Of course, the Belly's missing some key pieces as well. You think Logan Schuss, who has not played a game in this series. Tony Malcolm, who was only available for game number 1. And, of course, Alexis Bouquet. And I think that might be the biggest difference in this series, Tino, has been the goaltending.
Yeah, well, I mean...
So, listen, Del Bianco played in game 1. He played the full 60. He'll do that here in game 3. But full marks to Nate Facine and Brandon Humphrey, who combined for the win in game 2.
Yeah. I mean, just back it with goaltending in terms of New West. I mean, like, no disrespect in any means to Kyle Mooney, but, I mean, didn't
just
get
shot out of a cannon in the second. But you just wonder, you have to wonder, with Alexis Bouquet in between the pipes of the Bellies, who is in the building here. You wonder if they had him in the net, would this series be? I'm not so sure, to be quite honest with you. It might have been a little closer, but I don't know how big of a difference it would make at this point. I really don't.
Yeah, and while we were talking there, Mitch Jones is losing his cool a little bit. Of all people, of all people. Of course, it's...
Mitch is ultra competitive.
Yeah,
He's not going to go down without a fight here, and emotions just getting the better of him, and you can understand it.
And I think we've seen in this series alone, Nico McNabb is one of these guys that's... He likes to draw. I think he...
Is he done?
I think Nico McNabb is a tough guy to play against. I think he's always in your ear. He plays pretty physical, but...
Jones is done. 5 up on the board, and into the Belly locker room he goes. And Ilya Gaich picking out the player to go serve the 5. Man, Tino, I tell you, nothing worse than getting plucked off the bench to go serve somebody else's penalty, especially a 5er. I had that a few times. I'm not going to lie to you. It was, hey, number 2, yeah, you go sit over there.
Yep, I think it's happened to the best of us. Not a great feeling.
So I think Jones got 5, 10, and another 5. Well, maybe just the 5 for a rough. I don't know if Jones is going to be available for the 4th quarter or not, as Richardson makes a stop off of Farrell. He's down the tunnel right now, but I don't, like, he's done for the quarter here, but maybe he comes back in the intermission. I don't know. Or if the All-Stars score 2 goals, I guess.
I kind of forgot we were only in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, maybe he did as well. Like that, that could be possible. But he immediately just left the penalty box and went right to the Bellies locker room. As this thing has just gotten away from New Westminster in this 3rd quarter. It's a 6-goal lead now for the All-Stars.
11-0 run.
Ilya Gaich, speaking of running, finds Will Malcolm. Just looks to be a threat anytime he's got the ball in his pocket. Speed, you can't coach it, and Will Malcolm has a ton of it. Maybe one of the biggest assets you can have in lacrosse is just flat out speed. You can get by and you can succeed in this game without it, but if you got it, you put yourself on another level.
And not just that speed, that he's so agile. Like we've said so many times, so slippery is like the word to use in lacrosse for that kind of stuff.
Game-breaking ability. Some new units out here on the power play. Bell, Neufeld, Connor Watson, and Jean-Luc Chetner. Here's Watson, and that one caught a little piece of the crossbar. And they'll rewind the shot clock. This arena is dead quiet right now with this scoreline here in the 3rd quarter. I don't think anyone saw this coming at halftime. That is an awful shot by Keegan Bell right in the belly pad. Watson, here's Chetner, and he put it over top of the goal, and Watson can't claim it. It'll be Salmonbelly possession. And as hard as Keegan Bell shoots the lacrosse ball, and he does that in spades, accuracy is lacking. And I want to see Keegan Bell play a power game. Use his size to set picks, get inside, and finish on the crease. And when the opportunity presents the outside shot, yes, but take a little something off and pick your spot a little better, and Keegan Bell will score a ton of goals in this game.
And for being like kind of a bigger guy, he's pretty shifty as well. Like very
he's got the quicks for sure.
Very elusive on his one-on-one
But
dodges.
I think more often than not, he just tries to rear back and just overpower goaltenders. And at this level, you're not going to do that, especially in a box net. Field lacrosse, yeah, like you got so much net to shoot at, you can just let it fly, and chances are you're going to find goal. Not in box. It's just not going to happen.
No. And that's where you're seeing so many guys here hit the post. Like that's where almost where you have to aim every time.
Oh, now Joel McCrady's going to get called in to delay a game. Rolled the ball away in the corner, and Riley Lowe makes the call. Jones putting his jersey back on, so I think he realizes now he's not out of this lacrosse game. He'll have to wait till the end of the quarter here.
Yeah, and he's going to be an important one for New West if they need to get back in. They're not out of this by any means.
And the way this game has gone.
6-goal lead right now. New West was up by 5 a couple times.
McCready not happy about the delay game call. 4-on-3 down low here for the All-Stars. Robinson, James Ray, Watson. Move it around. Shot right on. Robinson the save. Here's Farrell for 7. Got it. Touchdown, Dean Farrell.
And the run is up to 12. I'm so drawn to watching specifically Dean Farrell and the way he's being defended on this power play. I mean, how can you not? He's got 7 goals. But just like the last goal that he scored, he's being pressed like so well. I don't think they can do anything differently. He's just finding a second of space, and that one came off of a rebound for Connor Robinson, and then Farrell ends up pretty wide open. But wow, Dean Farrell.
Face-off win for New West. And finally, the run comes to an end.
Yep, it's got to start.
Crowley to Jason Jones.
It's got to start here. And, of course, with Mitch Jones being out, at the very least for the rest of the quarter, at least.
He's back in the penalty box now. As we continue 4-on-4 here. But what was that, Tino? 12-0 run finally broken up here by New Westminster.
Yep, and
Gordy Phillips is starting to win faceoffs. No way in some trouble against Crowley, does the job. Nice job from Mitch Nolet. Crowley's got the axe handle out here as he whacks away at Chetner. Here's Watson, skip it. Here's Chetner, can't dunk it. And he can't go after the ball as he was through the crease. Jonah Beam will win it. As we're into the final 30 here of the third. We still got 15 minutes. It's 18-12, Tino. Here comes McBride right in. Flip it, Jones. And Delbianco with a shoulder stop. New clock here, shot clock off for New Westminster. As they have not pulled the goaltender here. Playing 4-on-4. I don't think they realize how much time is left here. Delbianco will make one final stop to end the third. And with 45 minutes down and 15 to go, the XLL All-Stars outscore the Bellies in that third quarter 8-1. They'll take a 6-goal lead into the fourth quarter when we return here to Queen's Park Arena on BCSports.tv. lacrosse fans, welcome back inside Queen's Park Arena. Just a minute to go before we start fourth quarter action. You see their Extreme Threads, proud presenters of this broadcast, as is my new favorite Mexican restaurant, Tino, El Santo. El Santo Mexican restaurant on Columbia. Fresh, local, sustainable ingredients from the West Coast. 680 Columbia Street. Closed on Mondays. Don't blame them. Open until 9 or later on the weekends. El Santo. Maybe a little chimichanga after the game. Fajitas.
What, are you staying for the barbecue or are you going to El Santo? Come on.
You always get a little take home for a midday snack. It's still early, Tino. It's only the afternoon, man.
Oh, that's right. I completely forgot it's an afternoon game. Look at that.
Tell me.
I'm so mesmerized by the score here so far. But,
so we'll start here 4-on-4. Shots now 55-41 All-Stars, who have a 6-goal lead here with 15 to go. Blow the whistle, let's play some lacrosse. As Hamer Jackson wins the face-off, here comes Elliot Geitch. He'll flip it over for Drew Belgrave. 12 seconds to go in the penalty time to Mitch Jones, who looks like he's got a new pair of mitts on for this fourth quarter. Maybe that's why he went to the locker room. Out of the box he comes. A bad angle shot handled by Del Bianco. And a loose ball. Nicely done there from Chester. Ball's loose once again, however. McBride jarred it free. He'll play it. Geitch will serve it over to Jones. He'll tuck and drive and score. And brings the Bellies within 5. Off that goal from Mitch Jones, who just kind of made something out of nothing there.
if you ever had any, not that anybody would, but if you ever had any question of how much Mitch Jones means to this lineup.
Heart of a line.
Look at that. Comes out of the box, goes straight to the net off a loose ball, and immediately makes his presence known.
Absolute gamer, Mitch Jones. Always has been, always will be. Just does whatever it takes to win a lacrosse game. You recall, drafted in the National Lacrosse League and started his career with the Buffalo Bandits playing in a transition role. And now has turned himself into one of the premier scorers in the National Lacrosse League. Another loose ball, won by the All-Stars. I think they've won more faceoffs in this game than they had in the previous two combined. There's Watson waiting for a pick, gets one from Bell. He'll roll to the goal. Mitch McDowell couldn't feed it. A pick from Farrell. McDowell and put it off a helmet of Belgrave as it goes all the way down the floor here, and the shot clock will expire. And the All-Stars just trying to walk away from the extra stuff right now with this 5-goal lead. They don't want to get mixed up in anything, as Crowley had his head or his helmet knocked ajar, and now a call coming to the All-Stars as Jones gets the... Look out, that one deflecting. As here comes the penalty calls. Cody Adamson playing some defense here today. And Jensen will make another trip to the penalty box here. I think this is number 3 for Nick Jensen.
Yeah, got the stick up on Crowley. I think I got a feeling here the refs are going to call this quarter a little bit tighter with the score being what it is currently. I think they see the fire that's been coming from Game 1, Game 2, and it's continued here into Game 3. I think they're going to try to keep control of this one, maybe call it a little bit tighter.
Well, I think this is the only way the XLL All-Stars are going to get themselves in trouble here is if they parade to the penalty box in this fourth quarter. And the power play has been absolute dynamite for the Bellies in this one. I don't have the numbers, Tino, but I'd say they're batting around 75% on the man advantage so far.
Yeah, I think that's a pretty safe bet.
McCready, stumped by Del Bianco. Ball is loose. Del Bianco has it. Bobby Kidd leaking off the top. He'll take the feed. And the Bellies are back in transition, but here comes Connor Robinson. Short-handed, their second of the game. And that's number 19 for the XLL.
Yep. Del Bianco leading the way with the breakout pass up to Bobby Kidd. Finds a streaking Connor Robinson off the bench, doing his best Dane Dobie impression.
I don't know how many times he's done that in this building, but it's been a lot. Not so much from that bench, but you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Bellies win the draw, and they'll get set right back up on the power play here, down 6 once again. Can they mount the comeback here in game 3? Crowley, Jones, had an open man on the crease. Bobby Kidd will scoop, takes a rough ride into the boards, pirouettes out of there with it. Then he lost it as Jones will steal it right back. Sorry, folks, a little dry throat there. Got to get a sip in. McBride inside. Rebound, McCready, oh, what a stop from Del Bianco as he did the splits. Just robbed McCready on the corkscrew.
Almost a snow angel coming forward. Wow.
I'm on the IR after that, watching that. Holy cow. That hurt. 25 seconds left to kill off here, but 10 on the shot clock, so maybe one more opportunity coming for the Bellies. Remember, the XLL has a shorty here. As Watson registers a shot, took a unfriendly bounce off the official here. And Richardson does well to claim it back in his crease as the outlets here for Ilya Gaich. Jensen up and standing. He'll come back onto the floor as Jones was slicing through the defense. And now he's got Jensen way up the floor. He has to play it off the bounce. He will. And James Ray will settle things down. Oh, man. Bad hit here on Connor Robinson. Is going to get called. I don't know if we'll get a replay on that.
This is what I'm sort of afraid of coming into this quarter.
Yeah.
Obviously, we
just missed it.
We don't want to see guys get hurt. Obviously, New West is coming into this one a little bit frustrated into this last quarter, but I don't know, something like that just seems a little unnecessary right now given the circumstances.
It's probably the exact word that I would choose. But what this penalty and floor wipe does here, Tino, is it gives us a chance to talk about our great friends at Mr. Mike's Coquitlam. Mr. Mike's Steakhouse. They got the happy hour going down there early afternoons, especially on the weekends, Tino. Appetizers galore. I had the ribeye last time I was in. It was delectable. Drink specials, great service, friendly atmosphere. Mr. Mike's Coquitlam. Steakhouse casual. You can like go cut off jeans and tank top in there, Tino. I think that's what that means. Here's James Ray. Scores.
I mean,
yeah, there's not.
What else is there to say? That's the classic James Ray goal. If we go back to the previous run, the 12-0 run that the All-Stars were on previously, I mean, New West has got those back-to-back goals from both Joneses, but the run is now 14-2. I don't know a lot of teams that can win when there's a run like that going against them.
20 goals up on the board here for the All-Stars. 33 total. Here's Ilya Gaich. Loads it. He'll shoot it off a stick. And Nick Scott does a good job to outduel McCready for that, Lucy. Here's Chester through the middle. 3-on-2 if they want it. Here's McDowell. He's got Jensen open, and he handcuffed him with the pass. 10 to play here in this fourth quarter. Malcolm right down Main Street. Gives off to Mitch Jones. Not sure if that was a pass or a shot. Either way, it went wide. But Crowley will corral. As he'll tuck and drive and shoot. Del Bianco kick it away. Rebound chance stopped as well. And here's Fitzgerald. Do not stop running. McDowell. Gonna get a chance here. They decide to work a little clock with this 7-goal lead. Not a bad idea. Dean Farrell. Well, you take his goals away, this game's tied. Adamson with a one-hand shoveler behind. Dean Farrell, 7 here today. Had 4 in game 2, and I think 2 in game 1. 15 goals in 3 games.
Showing off your math skills again.
No, that's not right.
13? All right, swing and a miss.
Strike 3. Connor Robinson's had a nice afternoon here. He's got it again as he tries to get around Malcolm. Got a pick from Chetner. He'll play it back across to Bell. Pass was low. Goodwin's got it. Brandon Goodwin, a lead feed here for Mitch Jones. Shots now 58-50. And Nick Jones, or did it again, Nick Thomas. It's because Jones had the ball. They want to wipe with the floor in front of the crease here of Del Bianco.
Mitch Jones is just playing defense. He's coming up to play offense here. I don't know if he's going to come off the floor for the rest of the game.
He might not.
I think he got his break in his, whatever that was, 15-minute penalty, but...
It's giving Jones the gears, who was up in Kamloops, I believe, working a clinic on Wednesday or Friday. Yeah, it was Friday. And he was asking me for score updates. Say, picked the wrong league, Jones. Should team play XLL this season. Tried to convince him. Maybe next year.
What could have been.
Tough feed here for McCready. Taken away by Chester, and he's got no lay on the other side of the floor. Nick Scott says, come on up. I'll get off. And no lay will find Farrell. Mitch McDowell. James Ray. Tuck it, trying to get around Richardson. Had Watson. Comes to Chitner instead. He'll pass off. Down to 6 on the clock. Dunk attempt. Watson. Bad angle shot, just trying to get a reset. Missed the target.
I think Farrell wanted a reset there on his dunk attempt.
You can't get one from behind the goal. If you're going to shoot, well, if you're going to get a reset, if it doesn't go in, you can score from back there, but you can't register a shot from back there. If that makes any sense. Probably another rule they need to change. Ball picked off by Bobby Kidd, and he's going to take off. Here's Phillips. Save Richardson. Back the other way we go quickly. There's Crowley off the belly bench. Lowers in. Plays it to Jones. Give it to McBride. He's checked immediately. Now McCready will sit a little screen as McCrowley just rifles one into the top corner. What a shot.
Once again, that's the second goal that Crowley scored using Austin Nix as a screen.
You usually see the low to high release from Kevin Crowley. That was magnificent.
They need just under a goal a minute here to crawl back if they're gonna want to use each 30.
Now who's the math nerd? TV timeout here with 7:02 to go. Gotten all our sponsors in, but I want to do it one more time here. Royal City Physio, Greens and Beans, Hammer Grip, Extreme Threads, of course, BCLA, El Santo, Mr. Mike's. All of our sponsors who have chipped in here to make this 3-game series possible to view on bcsports.tv. We thank you all for all your Papa Leos. We got to get him in there as well. Thanks to everybody who's tuned in as well. We hope you enjoyed this XLL All-Stars New Westminster Salmonbellies Showcase. So under 7 we go. The lead is 6. There's Crowley again. Inside Lookout. Help comes. Ball bounces for Jones, and he bounced it wide and out of play. Then he gives Del Bianco a swipe with his stick in his crease. And has a word with Del on his way off.
Both guys smiling at each other.
Yeah. They're fine. There's Keegan Bell. Connor Robinson. Pick from Farrell. Inside it comes. James Ray, I don't know how he cut. Shovel shot there, and Richardson the save. Looked like back in, went undetected. And here come the Bellies with under 6 to go. Here's Mitch Jones down to the crease. Joe McCready and Del Bianco. Pops up quickly and launches ahead here for James Ray on the Port Moody bounce pass. Played it well. Right off the belly button there, Tino.
The classic Port Moody bounce pass.
If it was an outie, it's an innie now. There's a throwaway from Richardson. Robinson, you got 8 seconds to get it over here, young man. And he'll do it just in time. Knew it all along. Feed it, oh, it ends up in the goal. And that's just the way it's gone for the All-Stars in this second half.
Is that going to be McDowell's goal?
I think it's going to be Robinson's. Watch Robinson in the middle of the floor here. The old DeFloosh. The DeFlooski.
Off his shaft, off his hand, off his head. Wow. Yeah, you're exactly right. That's been the script for.
You got a football score here, Tino. 21-14. Speaking of, BC Lions with a big win last night in Ottawa. Never forget the night I got to interview Wally Buono here at Queen's Park Arena.
Whoa.
Talking about a hot night in Queen's Park. I just recall just sweating like crazy during that interview, and it was on camera.
They did give that goal to McDowell.
Oh. As Keegan Bell tried an outside shot. Gets the reset as Adamson on for a shift of out. Bell got a good pick on the back there. There's Adamson. Watson got to shoot it. Steps around his man. Now lets it go, and Richardson the save.
I will say, like, as historic as this building that's one of the things that I didn't like about playing here was how hot it gets in the summer.
Yeah. But I can't believe how cool and comfortable it is right now for the last weekend in August. Like, normally it's an absolute sweat box in here. Crowley stopped by the post. Jones. Jason, that is. Trying to toe drag, no way. Now McCready. Tucking. McBride, he'll shoot. Well wide. Malcolm with a laser pass across the crease. Fitzgerald up with it. And finds Watson ahead. 3.5 to play. And the XLL All-Stars look like they're going to go 3-0 against the Bellies here. And I don't know, myself included, if anyone predicted that. Here's Neufeld, hit the post. Goodwin shakes off the check of Farrell. Here's Mitch Jones, he's got Crowley going to the goal. He'll give it back to Gaich. Down to Crowley now, no looker to Jones. Who's got it off the corner boards. Under 3 to go. Late changes here for both teams. Well, all over now, you would think here, Tino, with just 2.5 to play.
How about the shot totals, too?
65-53. So the XL All-Stars have ramped it up here in the second half. Mitch McDowell on a dive, calling the crease. Here's Belgrave. Jones got Malcolm on the roll, scores. Nice goal and connection there between Mitch Jones and Will Malcolm. A little slip to the goal here from Will. And Nick Scott, a little lack of communication on defense.
Will Malcolm just opens up Del Bianco's 5-hole. That was the 5-hole there was as open, I'd say, as every quick stick goal that Dean Farrell has scored so far.
You know what else is open? El Santo to 9 p.m. or later on weekends.
That is called a callback, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Shaster and McCready off to the penalty box. I'm kind of feeling like good thing there's not a game 4 because I don't know if my voice is holding up right now. Fading down the stretch here. They're going to give the ball to the All-Stars off of interference on Jason Jones. Under 2 to go. Steven Neufeld. Here's Chetner. Stop from Richard. Rebound. Eric Fogg. Farrell's got 8. Right in the same spot again. Are you kidding me? 8 for Farrell.
Just how do you leave him that open in that spot? Like, I wish we could watch every. I'm sure we'll have the highlight package out later, but
They're going to need to make one for Farrell by himself.
oh my goodness, 8 goals on his own. Some teams only score 8 goals in a game.
They went for the 2-point conversion, and it's converted to Dean Farrell.
Unbelievable.
90 seconds to go. Here's Bell. Stop from Richardson. McBride the loose. Jones on the break. Geich sticks it in gear. He'll set the pick. Jones! An absolute rocket into the top corner.
Lost in the Dean Farrell story.
Now, what's
so
Jones
far.
got?
Jones has got 10 points tonight. Like, Mitch Jones having a game too. Let's not forget about that.
10 points. How many goals?
I'm gonna have to do some tallying here.
That is ridiculous. 22-16 right now. Almost 70 shots here for the All-Stars. Absolutely crazy game here.
That's his 6th goal.
All right,
Mitch Jones, 6 goals.
pretty good. Here's McBride inside to Malcolm. And here's Del Bianco. No outlet for Nick Scott. And what do we got? About a 6-second differential here. And no need to shoot the ball at this point. So just run this thing down, leave the ball in the corner. And that'll do it. Game over. As your final shots on goal, 68-55 in favor of the All-Stars, who win this one 22-16 as they trailed this game at one point 10-5. So what's that, Tino? A 17-5 run to finish off this game in the second half.
Yeah, well, I mean, even go back, like at one point it was a 12-0 run. And then coming into the fourth quarter, I mean, New West got off to like an okay start. They scored the first goal of the quarter, but it seemed like the script completely flipped from the beginning of the game. At the beginning of the game, it was New West with energy. They would get 2. All-Stars would get 1. New West would get maybe 2 or 3. All-Stars would get 1. It completely switched by the end of the game, especially in this fourth quarter. Anytime New West took a step back in the right direction, the XLL All-Stars had an answer with one or two of their own immediately afterwards, mostly out of the stick of Dean Farrell. But yeah, New West just couldn't get anything rolling after their start to the game.
Incredible. And a very entertaining 3-game series here between these two clubs. Great job by everybody involved, volunteers, coaches, players, referees, scorekeepers. I'll even throw the announcers in there as well, Tino. It's been fun here getting back inside Queen's Park Arena after 2 years and calling some lacrosse from this historic barn.
I do feel for Kyle Mooney a little bit. Obviously, being a young guy trying to show off what he's got here for the New Westminster Salmonbellies. So obviously, he came to this game so the GMs could get a look at what they got. But I do feel for Kyle Mooney a little bit in this one.
And predictably so, Dean Farrell, your player of the game. I don't know how Mitch Jones doesn't get player of the game, but Jordan McBride will accept it here for New Westminster. All right, that is going to wrap up proceedings here. Maybe a team photo for both teams here, and good sportsmanship shown by everybody involved as they'll gather and take a nice shot at Queen's Park Arena. And a picture to remember, no doubt about it. Tino, nice job this week.
Thank you very much.
And everybody at bcsports.tv, Georgie, Keith, Xander. Shout out to Randy Clough at Extreme Threads, of course, for putting all this on. Paul Horn, Ray Porcelato from the New Westminster Salmonbellies for helping organize this great series as well. And it's been a lot of fun. I think that's pretty much it for lacrosse this summer, Tino. I think this is it.
Yeah, and
we're done.
What a way to wrap it up.
All right, well, that'll wrap it up. The All-Stars take it 22-16, your final score. They win the series 3-0. And that'll do it here for us up top at Queen's Park Arena. Thanks for tuning in to this great showcase. For our entire production crew here at bcsports.tv, for Tino Farah, I've been Jake Elliott, and for the fastest game on 2 feet. And for the creator, have a good night, everybody.